Well, now it's a Sunday afternoon. I'm around the West Lake, the most beautiful scenery spot in Hangzhou city, and let's see the lake. Yeah, it's not clear, but see around. This is the e-bike that I was renting. Let's just walk around and take a look at the beautiful scenery here. Yeah, it's very nice weather. Last week it was raining and I went to Shanghai, but yeah, today finally I have some time. I find a good weather that we can come out and enjoy. Yeah, this is the point of this vlog, that just show you good places in China, and it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be interesting. You guys just switch to the other. Switch to the front camera. Yes. Yeah. I hope you can still hear me. The contrast is somehow kind of high. You see lovely couples, tourists. I guess many of them are locals. Well, now I'm living with my parents, and their house is just, I don't know, 15 minutes by bike to this beautiful place. Quite enjoyable. Last week my friends are quite convinced, or trying to convince me that, to go to Shanghai to work. Yeah, Shanghai is a good place. There are a lot of working opportunities. A lot of things, much more things are happening there than in Hangzhou. But where in the hell could you find any places even remotely comparable to the beautiful scenery that you are seeing here? They are not from Hangzhou, my friends. So it's hard to explain them. It's hard to explain to them what I am talking about. It's just amazing, incredibly amazing, beautiful. And culture. It's not just scenery, but also culture that you can see if you go into, say, many of the places. See this little house. I don't know what actually it is. Oh no, why don't we just go and check? I don't know. I can just put my bike here for more. I hope nobody will steal it. I don't think so. Now, what is this? Yulo. Let's see. Yeah. So it's a scholar in the late Qing dynasty who lived here after retired from bureaucracy, and he was doing research here, doing literature research here. So yeah, it is beautiful. I'm looking back to see what the people are doing with my bike. It's beautiful. 可以进行吗？现在？马上就关门。Okay, it's going to close, but I guess I can just Man, I think I've made my point. It's a good place. Yeah, I don't know. Don't care too much. I better just walk around. Take my bike. It's better just walk. It's better to walk than biking. Slowly enjoy the city. Chill out. You know, there's a slogan that Hangzhou has on CCTV 9 years ago, like 10 years ago, when I was watching. And it's the international, the China Central Television Station, Channel 9. The slogan for Hangzhou is like the most beautiful city in China. Yeah, it's not one of the most, it's the most beautiful city. Oh. See a boat? Maybe I should take one. I should take one. Can I just put my bike here? And take one, or maybe next time. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. I don't know how much. Should have asked, but it's okay. Yeah, people taking selfies. Yeah, I've run out my words. I've run out my words. We arrived at another spot, which is this. So, 西林映射. Guess it's how to translate this? Engraving. Yeah, intangible cultural heritage. I guess it's a publishing place, if I'm not mistaken. I've never really get into Okay, it's not it's closed, yeah. 4:30. 8:30 to 4:30. I still can take a peek. No, not anything. Well, let's move on. Yeah, I should do more of this stuff here. I should definitely do more of this. Life is really enjoyable. There are a lot of other places like this. Around the lake, you can just keep walking around, and scenery gonna change as you move. Yeah, and we are now at Lo. It's one of the most famous restaurants in Hangzhou, or I guess in China. There's even a poem about this. I guess every Chinese would know that. But poetry is hardly translatable, so I wouldn't even bother mention that. But it's Well, it's a very poshy restaurant with tradition. It's not. It's yeah, but it can be expensive. Never been there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a job now, so I don't have any income. I'll have some savings, but video is lagging. Video is lagging. Better pause. Stop. Stop and restart. We have restarted. Switch hand. 不好意思啊。That is lovely. So this city have like, I don't know, 2,000 years of history-ish, but it's 1,000 years ago, I guess, even in Tang Dynasty, in Song Dynasty, it's already very famous. It's, well, I don't know, famous would be the quite word, but famous poets wrote famous poems about the lake. And currently Hangzhou is a tier 2 city in China, second tier. And the tier 1 would be Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. And Hangzhou will be tier 2 because it's not that big. The urban population is like 3 million, 3.5 million-ish, and the metropolitan population is 8-ish, 8 million-ish. Yeah, I couldn't remember because the city is also expanding by absorbing other neighbor towns, and so the population increase by steps, step by step, not gradually. Oh, we are now at another spot, Zhongshan Gongyuan. I don't think I can actually go in. I should actually. Yeah. Well, today's journey is just a very impulsive one. I left my home at 4, and now it's around 5. It's only around 5. Yeah. So it's convenient. It's quite a luxury to be able to enjoy this within such a short hour. You don't have to travel for hours, in a car to get to some place and then chill out. You just bike, take a random move, then you reach somewhere really nice. It's really not imaginable in Shanghai or in Beijing. I don't know Beijing. There are some parks in Beijing, but Shanghai is really I don't really like that city. You know, it's a dynamic city, but I don't know. I'm more a scenery person, a person who is into natural nature, who is into nature. Well, well, my friends, they told me that they do not really care much about these things. They care more about the culture, the human environment, where you can find a lot of show, a lot of exhibition, a lot of art, a lot of musical, a lot of things like that, a lot of shows. And sure, Shanghai has way much more opportunities there than in Hangzhou. Everyone, few foreigners, Shanghai only. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people. None of them know Hangzhou. Actually, Europeans, they are not aware of the existence of Hangzhou, of this beautiful scenery here. Except for a few of them whom have actually been here. Then they spoke highly of it. Yet, you see, there are not a lot of foreign tourists here. It's mainly local. Actually, many of them are from Hangzhou, many of them from Shanghai or neighbor cities. It's very close to Shanghai. It's like an hour for the high-speed train. We traveled last time, last week. Isn't it nice? It is quite nice, right? I like this. Oh, there are seagulls. Wow. Can you see that? Yeah, those are seagulls. I don't know where they're from. I saw a lot of seagulls. There were a lot of seagulls in Leiden, in the Netherlands, where I studied. That's funny. A little fan on the girl's hair. And the sun is about to set, as you can see. The sun is setting, but play safe. Yeah, so you can just enjoy all these wonderful things in a normal weekend. You don't have to have any long-term, tourism plan to spend a lot of money and stuff to enjoy, to chill out. Just go there, be there, and for sure you get paid more in big cities, in tier 1 cities, but where in the hell could you buy these? It's just public good. Yep. Very nice. So you see, this is my initial intention to do this vlog, because I have a lot of good resources, a lot of content that I can just show you guys. It's not a crappy city. It's the most beautiful city in China, and there's no vloggers on YouTube doing this. you know, because it's in China. YouTube is blocked in China, and you know, you poor foreigners have no way to know the very existence of this, which is why I'm showing you. But for sure, I need a better. Yeah, There are a lot of room for the improvement of my video making technique, editing techniques, but yeah, we will have time for that because I live here. My parents live here. I will have way much more opportunities, many opportunities to simply doing this kind of thing here. Let's move on. Let's move on. So let's talk more about Hangzhou. It was once a capital, the capital of China, I guess in Nansong dynasty. It's right before Mongolian invasion. Actually, because of the northern nomads, the North Song dynasty collapsed, and one of the royal member fled away from the northern capital. I don't know, Kaifeng, from Kaifeng, and moved to Hangzhou. So it established a new capital here. And yeah, then you know it brings the more advanced culture and civilization. Or it moved the center of the culture and civilization of China to south, to this region. Although before that, here in the southern China, in Zhejiang province, Jiangsu province, in this region is already very developed in terms of agriculture and commerce. Oh, it's. I guess we can go and show. It's Zhejiang Library. No, museum. Yeah. So Zhejiang Museum. Let's just take a look from the outside. It's already 5. It's closed. Oh, it is a very nice, safe city, so I don't have to worry too much about my bike being stolen. When I was like 10 meters, 15 meters away. But I should keep an eye on it. If somebody is interested in that thing, I should just go back. Oh yeah, a very nice uncle is looking at my bike. I might have to intervene. No, that's okay. Don't worry too much. It's okay. I'm just too sensitive. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Marvelous city. And nice people. You know, how can you not be happy when you're around here? Well, unless you are me. Unless you are a person like me who recently got dumped by your lover. Yeah, sadly. Yeah, let's just don't talk about this shit. And you can see a lot of beautiful people here, beautiful boys and girls around. You know, it's a very nice place for couples. You know, it's very romantic. Romantic stories happen here. Like if you know Bai She Zhuan, how to translate that? The tail of white snake. The tail of the white snake. If that's the thing. Oh, it's not allowed to go in there. Yeah, what's the problem with my phone? The exposure is too high. Yeah, lowered exposure. I don't know, it's strange. Maybe I should manually lower that. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay, so cool. A friend of mine whom I study together in the Netherlands, in Leiden. We study physics together. He just WeChatted me, sent a message to me on WeChat that's asking me what's the next step for me. Well, I am now a graduate, PhD graduate, who is looking for a postdoc position, probably in foreign countries. Because I consider, say, in the States or somewhere in Europe, that would be a better research environment, better research condition. I'm not aware of anyone who is doing the stuff that I was doing in PhD. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I was talking about. If I'm not going or not? No, I'm not. Or I am. I don't know. Maybe I should try. I think it's okay. Since I am not going. So show you what's the tail of white snake I was talking about. It's this one. Yeah. It's very nice. Hope I'm not interrupting people. Like, how to call it? A live portrait drawing. How much do they charge? Yeah. I'm interested in economy. I should just go and check what's the price. So, okay. 80 per person for a small one. 100 for a big one. Okay. Very nice. I should just sit here. No. Buy some. Oh, is it free? No, I don't think it's free. Is it free? Is it free or not? I'm not sure. I think it is actually. Why don't we just get in there and sit for a while? Well, we have been around for a long back then, so it's okay. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Oh, it's nice to sit here. Right. We can just sit here for a moment. Look at this bike. 49 for the deposits, and guess how much? 2 yuan per half an hour. You rent on your bike, and guess 1 yuan per hour when you temporarily park. But I use a monthly paid card, which costs 20 yuan, and you can bike 1 hour for free anytime in a day. And there are a lot of them around the city, but not close to the, not around the lake, because I guess the government wants to keep the scenery more, more cleaner and safer. Keep it from chaos. Keep it from being a chaotic place. So, yeah. Yeah, so back to my career. So Ke is now currently in where? Munich, doing his research. Yeah. He graduated 1 year before me. Yeah. And I'm kind of worried, not quite. It's both nice and bad to have so much free time as I am having now. Just doing my own project, doing the project that I haven't finished in my PhD at my own place, at my own expense, or at my parents' expense. So it's nice to live with parents. You don't have to cook, you don't have to pay the rent. I don't even have to wash my own clothes, because it's just using my mom's washing machine to do that, and she will actually help me for all of that. Thank you, Mom. Yeah. But it's also bad that I don't have any peer researchers that I can interact with, I can talk to, get motivated by, which is important when you're doing research, because it's kind of easy to get stuck. Yeah, although I'm still in not very frequently contact with Michelle and Vincenzo. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm going to have an interview next Tuesday with Zab. I hope I can get that position in Georgia Tech. No, I don't know whether he will be able to see my vlog, my video here. It's gonna be funny that I'm talking about these things, but I guess nobody just watched, so it's okay. I'm not that famous yet. I will be famous. Will I? No, I don't care. And it's irreversible, Once you get famous, you can't become. It's hard to become not famous again. People will. There will be people who will pay attention to you. And it's getting hard to remain anonymous. Well, I'm trying my best to be anonymous from the government. I minimize my application usage if the application requires me to have register with my phone number. Phone number is, if you want to get a phone number here in this country, you have to have your ID card. You have to use your ID card to do that. And that's a problem. Oh, I have this. I have another thing. I have. Yeah, so I think I definitely have an advantage over Winston and people in Shenzhen who are doing vlog in Shenzhen. Because Hangzhou is definitely, I'm quite sure that it's much. Well, I shouldn't say this one, but I've never been to Shenzhen, so it's hard for me to say. It's not fair. I can't say in an unbiased way. But I think Hangzhou is really beautiful, famously beautiful. Oh, I said too much about beauty. Isn't it nice? Well, you see people walking around. It's not. It's. People are busy, but it's peaceful. It's peacefully busy. I like that. It's not like in, I don't know where, Canada or Australia, where there are places where it's just totally away from civilization and peaceful. It's in the city. You can see tall buildings over there if I can zoom in for you. You see, it's the city over there. It's like if not New York, Shanghai, or I don't know. It's a tier 2 city. We have subways here. We have Alibaba. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Hangzhou is the headquarters of Alibaba. You may never heard of Hangzhou, but you're more likely to have heard of Alibaba. Okay, so I find a sweet spot on the bench, and I can just talk to you guys like this. It's both my face and a nice picture in the same frame. But you cannot see my face clearly, but it's okay. You can see somehow. We can talk about stuff. Yeah. So my girlfriend broke up with me in September last year. It's hard. Even though at the sight of this beautiful lake, I still feel sad. Kind of sad. Not that depressed, but I feel something is missed. I missed something missing, no matter what kind of thing I do, what kind of joy I can find, I try to find. It's her that is really irreplaceable, because that's just love, Probably many people have this kind of feeling. Once or twice or many times in their life. It's just when it hits other people, you just say, okay, you gotta get it over with. When it hits you, it's really hard. Like when it hit me, it's really hard. it's hard for me to get my mind off her. Yeah. I really want to say just, no, please come back to me. Oh, what's wrong with that? We don't have any issue here. It's not really that we can't move on, we can't go on. We don't have a big divide between the two. But still, I don't know what to say. I mean, the disagreement between us is not that big, right? It's not substantial. Yeah. No, it's too painful. I have even already forgotten a lot of the details of why we quarrel. Better pause. It's totally free. I'm sorry, but sorry to sound cheap, but I can just sit here, talk nothing, and enjoy.
就我做那个代理的话，我做那个代理，他就给了我多少个箱包，他就给了我3个箱包。然后我以前的出差的时候，我们公司里给我买了2个，一个大的，一个小的。我家里面现在这箱包起码也上10个，差不多10几个才。就是箱包的话，它的使用率不是蛮高，所以说，这个你到时候要跟他们重点看他家。现在就是的，就是凯越后面只有可能是那边不都支楼的，懂不懂的？没有了，那栋这个大楼到底是哪里？走过去看了不就知道了？走过去看不到你。
Oh, the battery is low. So let's go home. The battery is low. The sun has set. And you have seen enough. No, it's never gonna be enough. Well, I'll come by next week. See you around. Should I say, until the next time, stay awesome. Or, I don't know, stay wherever you want to be. Stay however you want to be. Yeah, I don't know. 直播? I don't know. Should I do that? Like live streaming? Should I do streaming? I don't know. But I really have to pause because I've run out of battery, so stay fully charged. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous. I should definitely find a better way to do this. Riding a bike. Recording. It's fun, right? It's a bonus. We're going for home. So I don't have battery, but my phone is out of battery almost. attached. I don't have my mic plugged in, so the voice could be gonna be crap.